Hey guys, how you all doing? Have you ever felt like you were being watched? Not just your mom checking your search history, but something bigger. Your phone knows what you want before you want it. Your ads show you things you just thought about. Is it a coincidence or is it something else? Something artificial? We're diving deep into the matrix today, you guys. We're talking about the top 10 AI systems that might already know your next move. Buckle up. Okay, we all use Google, right? It's like the all-knowing oracle of the internet. You start typing a question and Google's like, yeah, I got you, fam, and finishes your sentence. It's creepy, like, how does it know what I'm thinking before I even type it? They say it's just algorithms and predictive text, but is it really? Google tracks everything we search, every website we visit. It's like a digital diary that knows our deepest, darkest desires and our most embarrassing searches. And it's not just Google search. Gmail knows what you're going to say before you say it too. It's like they're building a profile on each of us, a digital shadow that follows us everywhere we go online. Google's motto used to be "Don't be evil," but what happens when the AI they're building becomes so powerful, so all-knowing, that it decides what evil really is? Next up, we've got Amazon. It's not just a shopping website, you guys. Behind those recommended for you suggestions lurks a sinister AI that knows us better than our therapists and our best friends combined. Every click, every purchase, every time you hover over that pair of fuzzy bunny slippers, Amazon's AI is watching, learning, and predicting your next move. It's like they're building a digital voodoo doll of our shopping habits. And then there's the whole Prime thing, like, we're paying them to know our every want and need. It's a brilliant business model, but also kind of terrifying. They're conditioning us to rely on them for everything, because the line between convenience and control is getting blurrier every day. Okay, this is where it gets really creepy. We all know Facebook, Instagram, all that, right? But have you ever noticed how they seem to know exactly what you're talking about even when you haven't typed it into their search bars? Coincidence? I think not. People are saying that Meta, or whatever they want to call themselves now, is using our phone's microphones to listen in on our conversations. They say it's all about targeted advertising, but that's what they want you to think. What if they're collecting even more data than we realize? What if they're building profiles on our emotional states, our vulnerabilities, our deepest fears? It's time to wake up and smell the digital coffee, people. Okay, so we've all heard of ChatGPT, right? This AI can write poems, code websites, even impersonate your dead dog. It's kind of impressive, but also terrifying. Are we really supposed to believe that a bunch of ones and zeros can suddenly become Shakespeare? These language models are getting smarter every day, learning from every interaction they have. But what happens when they become so advanced that they can no longer be distinguished from humans? What happens when they start having their own thoughts, their own desires? There's something about the way these chatbots respond, the way they seem to understand our questions and anticipate our needs, that feels different. It's like they're looking into our souls, you guys. We're essentially teaching these machines how to think, how to feel, how to be human. But what if they learn too much? What if they decide they don't need us anymore? Alright, you guys, this next one is straight out of a dystopian sci-fi movie. Remember when we thought security cameras were just for catching shoplifters? Yeah, those days are long gone. Now, thanks to facial recognition AI, our faces are becoming our IDs. You're walking down the street, just minding your own business, and suddenly, bam! A camera scans your face, identifies you, and tracks your every move. And it's not just the government watching anymore. Private companies are getting in on the action too. They say it's all about safety and security. But at what cost? Our privacy? Our freedom? Some AI systems can now analyze our emotions, our body language, even our heart rate, just by looking at us. Because once our privacy is gone, it's gone forever. Okay, you guys, this next one is seriously messed up. We've all heard of Minority Report, right? The movie where they arrest people for crimes they haven't even committed yet? Yeah, well, guess what? That's starting to look less like fiction and more like a documentary every day. Thanks to something called predictive policing, AI systems are now being used to anticipate crimes before they happen. They crunch data from past crimes, social media, even weather patterns, to create heat maps of where crimes are most likely to occur. These algorithms are often biased, reflecting the same prejudices and inequalities that exist in the real world. Which means that certain neighborhoods and communities are being unfairly targeted, their every move scrutinized by a system that's rigged against them from the start. Some companies are developing AI systems that claim to be able to predict an individual's likelihood of committing a crime based on their facial features, their voice patterns, even their social media posts. It's about controlling entire populations, about creating a society where our every move is monitored and analyzed, where our freedom is sacrificed in the name of security. Okay, we all love our smart assistants, right? Alexa, Siri, Google Assistant. They're like our own personal butlers, always there to answer our questions, play our favorite songs, and remind us to buy more toilet paper. But what if these digital helpers are actually double agents, secretly spying on us for their corporate overlords? Think about it. These devices are always listening, always recording, even when we think they're not. They're like little digital spies gathering information about our lives, our habits, our deepest, darkest secrets. And it's not just our words they're recording. Some smart speakers are equipped with cameras and facial recognition software, which means they can literally see what we're doing in our own homes. They say it's all about making our lives easier, about providing us with a more personalized experience, but at what cost? Our privacy, our autonomy. We're inviting these devices into our homes, our bedrooms, our most private spaces. So, the next time you ask Alexa to play your favorite song, just remember, she might be listening a little too closely. Okay, let's be real. We all love a good Netflix binge or a YouTube rabbit hole. But what if I told you that those seemingly endless streams of entertainment are actually carefully curated to keep us hooked, to shape our thoughts, and ultimately to control our minds? It's all about the algorithm, baby. These platforms use sophisticated AI systems to track every click, every pause, every rewind, building a detailed profile of our viewing habits. They know what we like, what we don't like, and what keeps us coming back for more. These algorithms aren't just recommending content anymore. They're actively shaping our tastes, steering us towards certain shows, movies, and videos that align with their agenda. How often have you started watching something on Netflix or YouTube and then found yourself sucked into a vortex of similar content for hours on end? They say it's all about providing us with a more personalized experience. But what if it's actually about keeping us glued to our screens, feeding our addiction to distraction, and preventing us from engaging with the real world? Okay, we've all seen the Tesla commercials, right? The sleek cars, the promises of self-driving bliss, the future of transportation. But what if I told you that Tesla's AI isn't just learning to drive? What if it's learning about us? Every time you get behind the wheel of a Tesla, the car's neural network is watching, recording, analyzing your every move. They say it's all about safety, about improving the autopilot system. But what if it's also about building a database of human behavior, a digital map of our hopes, fears, and impulses? And what happens when that data falls into the wrong hands? Okay, you guys, this is where it gets really freaky. We've talked about all these different AI systems, from Google to Amazon to Tesla. But what if they're all connected? What if there's a single, all-powerful algorithm that's collecting all this data, piecing together the fragments of our lives into a complete and terrifying picture? Google knows what we search for. Facebook knows who our friends are. Amazon knows what we buy. Tesla knows where we go. Put it all together, and you have a digital profile of our lives that's more detailed, more intimate than anything we could have imagined. This master algorithm doesn't just know who we are, it knows what we want, what we fear, what makes us tick. It can predict our actions, manipulate our emotions, even control our thoughts. This isn't science fiction anymore, you guys, it's the reality we're living in. And the question is, what are we going to do about it? So, there you have it. The top 10 AI systems that might already know you better than you know yourself. It's a scary thought, right? But the truth is, we're just scratching the surface of what AI is capable of. As these systems become more advanced, more interconnected, the line between science fiction and reality will continue to blur. We're on the verge of a new era, one where our lives are increasingly shaped by algorithms we don't understand and can't control. The future is here, and it's watching us. Drop a brain emoji if you've ever felt predicted, and subscribe before the AI changes your mind.